Welcome to tool number 2. In this tool, we are supposed to understand the data consolidation. So in this tool, data consolidation, understand the word consolidate. So if we talk about the word consolidate, consolidate simply means if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, any of the number of sheets with you, and if you want to consolidate, means if you want to summarize into one of the sheet. So that is the basically meaning of consolidation. So if you just go to the consolidation tool, it will be found in the data. Let's go to the data tab. And whenever we click on the data tab, and you can see out there in the data tools, there is an option where it shows me, there is a symbol out there, there's an icon out there, which shows the 4 sheets will be combined into the one. So basically it is consolidation part. So I just apply the consolidation, but before doing that, let me just make you understand this data. Now in the rows we are having some months, right? And in the columns we are having some Dell, HP and Mac laptops, right? The order is Dell, Mac and HP. So if we talk about the America, this is the thing. If we talk about the India, again, like we have months and the laptop names company. Then we China, the same, and the same for the Dubai. Now understand, now just create one sheet and just rename it as consolidated data, right? Now once I mention the consolidated data, I select any of these cells where I want to start with them a table. So I just select D3. All right, now go to the data and there is an option, you find that the data tools, data consolidation. The moment you click, there is a window out there, there is a pop-up window. Now out of this, we have a lot of functions out there. Whatever we want to apply sum, we want to apply count, max, min, average, products, count number, standard deviation and so on. Like, but generally the main option is using is sum operation. So let's suppose for the reference part. Now where is the reference? Reference is all those data. Alright, so I will be selecting reference one by one. If I just click on the up arrow and go to the America, let me just select this data. So I just select this data, entire data. Yeah, what you can do, you can select this way, or you can simply select any of these cell and press Ctrl A also. So that's work in both direction. Now just add this data and similarly pick other references also. Like this time I will be picking for India. Again, I can do the same things. Ctrl A, starting from here. Ctrl A, very good. Now go to the add again, similarly for the China. So I'll be doing and selecting data for the China. Add it, again click the up arrow, go to Dubai and select this data. Now just click on this. Now add this data. Now just see below of this references, all the references has been added up, and just below there you can see the use labels in. This is very, very important, guys. Now it shows me the top row, left column, create links to source data. Now at this point of time, you're completely unaware like why we're going to use this. But I'm just ticking all and I will be making you clear once we have the consolidated data with us, right? So just clicking it, okay. Now you can see all the data has been consolidated in this sheet called consolidated data. Now it's very simple to understand. Now let's check the data that is consolidated. Let's check its validity. For that, I will be selecting this entire one, and let's suppose I select this entire one and I go to the centralize it. All right, I just remove that. All right, make this centralized too. All right, so I'm making a little color so that it will be easy to understand in future. All right, same for if you just expand this column and you'll get to know these are the months, right? So I make it again a bold, go to there, make it bold and make it in light color, or first of all, like make the borders and make it in the light colors, right? Now just check these values, whether these values are correct or not. Let me just go to the back to the America. This is a 500 number. Let's just check for this number means Dell laptop in the January. This is a Dell laptop sales in the January. In America, we have 120 laptops. If control page down, we have 110. Combining it, we're going to have 230. Then combining it with the 50. For China, it will be 280. And the last one, that is for Dubai, that is 220. And you can see that the result coming out to be 500. So I guess like these results are absolutely correct. These are the trial and tested results. All right, so these are the trial methods. So now in this way, you get to know the data consolidation. You get these values. Now, I told you I was going to make you understand some of the things when we have a consolidated data with us. Now you must be wondering first thing, why we having this E column as an empty column? And you must be wondering why we have plus signs at the left. So I just tell you with an example. One by one, I'm taking all those things. Now, if we talk about the previous part, previous window, from where we are just adding up the references and there is a line out there in the bottom. Use labels, right? So there has a top row, there is a check mark for the left column, there is a check mark for the make connections to the data source, right? Create links to the data source. So these are the things. Now understand, this is the first row that we ticked it on. If we haven't ticked that on, so you can't see this Dell, Mac or HP over there, right? Now if these are the first column, now if you have not ticked that, so these data, these months will not be available over here, right? Now if you talk about the create links to the source data, now what are the links? Now understand this links very easily. Now any of these plus sign, if you just click over here, you can see the data consolidated. This is a sheet name basically. This is the name of the sheet, that is name of the workbook in fact. All right, we have 120, 50, 220 and 110. If you just combining it all, it will be contributing around 500. Now if you want to collapse it, now just take any of the example in between. Let's suppose now this time we are taking an example for June. Now the June value coming out to be 34, 34, 34 and 34. The overall value comes out to be 136. So this is the in between value. Now if I want to take the last value will be 200. That will be 50 coming 4 times. It means all the 4 countries, America, India, China, Dubai, has 50 number of laptops for Dell in the month of December. So this is very common things in all those countries. So the value coming out to be 200 if we combine and consolidate it. So this is all what we have in the consolidated data. So I hope friends, like, you have understood the things, and you must practice this thing. There is a free Excel file along with this. So just try and practice it out to become the pro in this, right? So see you in the next video.